Hi guys, today you're joining me for something completely different. It's a mild day, it's about 10 minutes from the house, and I've come down to the Grand Union Canal, the other side of Leighton Buzzard, and I've come down to the boat marina near Grove Church. And what I'm actually going to do today is I'm actually going to fish the feeder on the canal. Something a little bit different, no poles, just me feeder rods, and see if I can catch a few bream for the camera. Now I've chosen this area because as I look across there, you can see that the boat there and this big gap there, it's got the tarpaulin on the back, and the boat the other side has got its tarpaulin on the front, which is telling me that they're not going to be hanging out the back of their boats. These people live on these boats at all times, so it keeps the water a little bit warmer. But if you head towards boat marinas this time of year, October, November time, if there's one near you, don't be afraid to go and fish the feeder, because there's all the fish on this pound will head towards this area because of the warmer water and the boats and the people living on them. Today's ground bait mix has been really simple. F1 dark with a few 1mm pellets mixed in with it. Beautiful. Today's rig's a simple rig. Quick change adapter, hook length adapter, one end, to a 4-inch twizzled boom, 2 number 8 stots as a kicker, and a free running 15 gram 3-hole cage. Simple as that. It doesn't get much more simple. So here we go guys, I'm set up, I'm ready to go. My tackle I'm using today is a Superior SL Superlight in 10 foot, a 520 extremity with 5 pound sinking feeder motto, and on the business end I'll be fishing a 15 gram 3-hole cage loaded with chopped worms, dead red maggots, and chosen ground bait for today, with a 30 centimetre 012 hook length to a size 14 N20. Let's see if we can catch a few. I've just had my first cast and I didn't turn the camera on, and I've had a skimmer a pound first drop in. So I'm going to leave the camera running. That was on a small worm tipped with a dead red maggot. Let's see if we can catch some more. I'll leave the camera running. Here we go. I don't know what it is. It might be a perch. A little fish, whatever it is. What we got? There we go. A roach. No, a little tiny skimmer. That's incredible. Little tiny skimmer. Well, looks absolutely fine. So we go again. Probably little fish. I know there's a big head of skimmers along this marina. But it is actually quite a long marina. This marina is probably, I'd say, 200 metres long, so unless you sit exactly where that shoal of bream are, it may take them a while to find your bait. But I say there's nobody else fishing here, so hopefully within an hour or so, if I keep chucking regularly, eventually them skimmers and bream might move in. Well, that's the plan anyway. A little bit of an indication. Go. Ooh, little fish again. This might be the problem, unfortunately. Until then better fish move in. That's a roach that time. It's actually extremely windy. I'm hoping the sound isn't getting affected too much, but it's extremely windy. There's definitely some fish out there. I'm getting some indications every time I chuck, so, which I did expect. We are sitting in the marina and there's normally a lot of fish here, so just hope that them bigger fish move in. Push them little ones out. Here we go. don't know if it's a skimmer or it might be a perch. hopefully it'll be a skimmer. No, it's a perch. There we go. And there we go. There we go. I knew it wouldn't take long. That's definitely a skimmer. Feels like a decent fish, to be fair. Just trying to get under the bank. Maybe it's a big perch. Do you know what? It's a big perch. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. That's not a bad start. I felt it go for the inside of the bank, which then told me it's a perch. Oh, here we go. Look at that, proper fish. That almost pulled the rod in. Oh, proper skimmer. And that was on a piece of corn, believe it or not. Feels like a good fish. Oh yeah, that is a good fish. Oh, it's gone through a bit of a snag. There we go, come on. Oh, let's get him in. Oh, cracking skimmer. In fact, I'd say that's a bream. Oh. And that, look at that. Lucky I got him in, look. Look at that. That bream was on the corn, so I'm actually going to put another little bit of corn, and this F1 corn is perfect for these skimmers on the canal because they're very small grains of corn. And all I've done is just put 2 grains of corn and a little bit of chopped worm in with my ground bait each cast. Just to, I don't want to put a lot of corn in, it's time of year, so I've just added a couple of grains for the last 3 or 4 chucks. So probably 8 to 10 pieces of corn out there, and that bite was ridiculous. It almost pulled the rod in. So it might be a case of just, as I said before, I felt it looked like I was getting a few liners, to be fair. I thought it might have been a carp, but that fish was probably, I would say, between 2.5 and 3 pounds. So that could have quite easily been that was giving me the liners. Just hoping that fish wasn't swimming on its own. I don't know if I'll be able to get any out there because the wind is extremely strong. I'm going to ping a few grains of sweet corn out if I can get it there. Oh yeah, perfect, I can. Beautiful. Well guys, I've got to be honest, I was just about to bin this because I couldn't get a bite. I had a bream £3 and then a big perch and then one about £1, but then I just couldn't get a bite. I've chucked my feeder around a little bit for a little while. I've gone back on my main line. I've had two 2-pounders in 2 chucks. So whether they've moved in a little bit. I'll put my camera back on now. I'll see if I can catch one, but I've lost a carp. Whether it was foul hooked or not, I don't know. It was quite a strange one. I've cast me feeder out, and yeah, very strange. Cast me feeder out. I've tried to tighten up. I've sort of chucked it against the boat to my left. I apologise for all the train noise. It sounds like every train in the country is going past me at the moment. As I said, I chucked it against the boat, and as I tried to tighten my feeder up, it wouldn't tighten up, and I've sort of wound it 4 or 5 times, picked the feeder up, and it was down there to my left, and stupidly I've tried to turn the camera was off, and I've got up off my box and tried to turn the camera on. Unfortunately, after 2 or 3 attempts to try and turn the camera on, get it to record, the fish pulled off. Oh, I'm getting some liners out there now. It's hopefully I can now get a few bites on this line. I know it's supposed to be quite mild today, but in all fairness, I've absolutely frozen. That wind's been blowing in my face. I've only been fishing for a couple of hours, but it's been blowing in my face, and I've had to put my coat on. Not very warm at all. Come on, breamies, I know you're out there. I had 2 2-pounders in 2 chucks. I've turned my camera back on, and the curse of the camera, I think it was. Well, what a tremendous day. Well, day, 3 hours. I woke up this morning, thought, well, I'll go and do a little bit of filming. Where can I go? I thought I'll stay local. What can I do? It's a little bit different, I thought to myself. Well, why don't I go and fish the feeder on the canal? Well, I'm lucky. I've got a boat yard that's probably 7 or 8 minutes from my house. So I've come down here just armed with my feeder rods. Fished for probably 3 hours, I'd say. Struggled for the first hour and a half. Lost a carp. May have been foul looked. Cast out. Couldn't set me tip. Started to reel in. It was 20 metres down the canal. The messed around with my camera trying to get the filming on so I could film it. Unfortunately I lost it, so bad angling on my behalf. But wow, after 2 hours the skimmers and the bream have rocked up on that line. I've been fishing out there. I can't go too far in between the boats because the crafty buggers have put a rope between the two boats so you can't cast up there. I must admit I've hooked the rope once, but once was enough, so I stopped doing that. But yeah, it's been great, to be fair. I think I've probably got, I don't know, 11 or 12 skimmer strike bream. I've probably got 25 pound, I'd say. But yeah, it's been fantastic. So, little tiny session, really enjoyed it. Time to go home now, and as you can probably hear and see by my microphones, the wind's getting really strong now. It's been absolutely amazing. I did a finishing video to say I'd caught 11 or 12. I've been out and caught another 2 since then. I fished for about 3.5 hours. I've had some great big bream, to be fair, for the canal. I'd say a couple of them must be touching 4 pound. But it's been brilliant. Little session, last minute session. Looks a bit wet over there, so I'm going to wrap this up now, guys. I was hoping I could catch one more, but that wind and that looks really wet over there in the distance. I'm going to get all my cameras to get wet, so it's always that one more last cast, isn't it? I'm going to have one more last cast because that hasn't gone, that chuck. And to be fair, didn't really go in the right place because the wind was howling. I've tried to cast it, so I'm going to have one more little chuck. Oh, that looks like it's on the money. Oh, sun's come out, look at that. Hopefully we'll get a quick bite. Oh, indication straight away. See if we can get one more for the camera. Oh, there we go. Oh, I've missed it. No, I haven't. I didn't miss it. It was a perch. It's come on. So I have one more go. The famous last cast. One more go. Oh, here we go. Look at that. How long was that out there? 30 seconds. Such good fish. Oh look, it's almost making me back wind. Look at that. And that is what they say is a wrap. What a cracking fish to end the day on. Take care guys, and I'll see you on the bank sometime. Bye for now.